Hey cutie patooties, and welcome back to Cutie Nails. We are gonna jump right back into it. Yes, I have been going for a hot minute now, but guess what? I'm back. So y'all, my voice does sound a little bit different. I went from suffering from allergies to literally getting sick, but jumping straight in with my daughter's nails today. We did her application off camera because y'all, my application was crazy. I really got to get back into it. I didn't have a super big amount of filing to do, but just my liquid to powder ratio, trying to get that back together. She was so super patient with me. It took us 3 hours to do this set. I pretty much did undercolor with some green glitters from Bomb Nails. I forgot the name of it. I'm so sorry, but it'll be in the description box for you guys. And I used my Nail House French Rose for the new color that you guys see on top. Right now, I'm just adding some base coat to these nails. I've already file shaped and buffed them. She was very willing to try another shape because you guys know she loves almond if you've been watching me for a while. And she was super willing and open to trying a new shade, and she was like, "Mommy, I think this is my shape now." So I'm happy about that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and freehand these Frenchies, and I'm not gonna do 2 coats of this white because I'm gonna cover everything up, as you guys can tell from the thumbnail. But I'm happy that she was open to a new shape and length on her nails. So let's get into doing this set. I'm gonna let you guys watch me do the nail art, and we gonna chit chat for a little bit, cuties. So I am back. This is my first set that I'm doing and posting a video since I've been back from Bulgaria. I'm so happy to be back, y'all, but getting back into a routine has been crazy because I came back and literally 2 weeks later started working again. So I was cleaning, then I started working while I was still cleaning. So I have so much going on. I did kind of tell you guys in my initial video coming back if I was gonna go ahead and share with you guys some more of the reasons why I left Bulgaria. My coming home to be with my babies was the prime reason, but I prayed about it and I'm over it. It ain't important. Ain't no need to share. What you don't know ain't gonna hurt you, right? So it is what it is, whatever. We moving on with life over here. Ain't no point in me, going over old stuff, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead. These Frenchies look crazy, y'all. Me even trying to do nail art, it was just I was not trying to be too hard on myself, but I feel like I was struggling. I already got shaky hands as it is, and just doing these Frenchies was just something else, y'all. The level of stress was pretty high. And then when I was looking at them, I'm like, look, I ain't got time to be trying to clean nothing up. I ain't got time to be trying to do no second coat because I'm gonna cover these up anyway. But I do love how the shape looks on her. I'm popping her in the light after I do 2 nails to kind of make sure I save whatever art that I put on there, and not mess anything up. So cutie patooties, I know I did also say that I was gonna get back into actively watching, you guys, not silently watching, and I'm still silently watching, y'all. Still silently watching. If you've been commenting on my most recent videos, I posted 2 vlogs. It's been a minute trying to get back to responding as well, y'all. When you take such a big break, it's just something different trying to get back into it. And I know I'm gonna be crying when I get ready to start working out again because it's been a minute as well. And I know the pain and the soreness that I was dealing with last year, I'm gonna have to go through that all over again. Sometimes it's good to take a break, but when you take too long of a break, it can kind of give you a lot of setbacks. And I'm not looking forward to having to start over, y'all, but I ain't got a choice. I'm gonna start over. So you guys, y'all may be seeing some things different with me But if you have questions, if you noticed it, you could go ahead and hit me up in the comment section. I know I have my IG and my TikTok listed on here, but while I was overseas, like I told y'all, I really started like self-reflecting, and I came off of those platforms. I pretty much deactivated all of those platforms, even my Facebook, except for YouTube, because I mean, I didn't have a TV or anything, and YouTube was my entertainment. So I watched y'all, I watched other channels, you know, looked up stuff on YouTube and just watched videos pretty much for entertainment. I did have internet, didn't really like watch a lot of Netflix stuff, just a couple series here and there, because you guys know my schedule was from Monday to Saturday, so really didn't have a lot of time to watch Netflix. But during the day at work, when it was pretty slow, I was on YouTube, so did not deactivate that. Wasn't trying to deactivate it either, but all of my other platforms are deactivated at the moment. I'm not sure how heavy I'm gonna jump back into those just yet. I'm pretty much just trying to crawl before I walk and walk before I run, because YouTube did take up a lot of my time. I did stress about it a lot, making sure I posted on time and consistently, and I just did not like how much of my life it ran when I sat back and really thought about how much time, you know, it took in my life when I could have been sitting back and being quiet and listening to myself. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake of substituting or letting anything get too prevalent in my life to where I'm distracted and I'm not focused and I can't listen to myself. So speaking of that, speaking of taking a moment to be quiet, cuties, like, I know I've been talking this whole video, but sometimes you really got to take a moment to just be in silence and be in solitude. And that was a great benefit of me going to Bulgaria and not having all of the amenities that I'm used to. Even though I was on an army base, I didn't have all of the amenities that I was used to. I was able to come and go as I pleased, but the work schedule did not provide me the ability to just slack off, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't have time to sit down and be quiet, so I had to make the time to sit down and be quiet and listen to myself. And y'all, I learned so much about me. It's crazy. I learned so much about me, and it's great when you learn about yourself and you find you and you figure out you, and then you look at your life and some things come into perspective for you and you're like, man, if I knew then what I knew now, things would be so much different. But guess what? We're not gonna sit here and dwell on old stuff. We're gonna keep moving forward and keep pressing forward and keep trusting in God for what is to come next. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So adding these little Frenchies on here, y'all, like I said, it was stressing me because my application stressed me out a lot. It was just pretty much, like I said, my liquid to powder ratio, and it like setting, it seemed like it wasn't like really setting as fast as I would like it to. I used my not polished monomer, you know, just trying to use up what I had. Y'all, I used monomer, regular monomer this time, and guess what? I couldn't smell nothing, because guess what? I am coming off of being sick, so all of my senses are like muted right now. So it was good. I didn't have any issues. I didn't get any headaches afterwards. So I used that not polished monomer because I just had it there. I didn't want it to keep sitting there, you know, and just be sitting there. So I figured I'll capitalize on the opportunity while I can't smell nothing and just go ahead and use it, because y'all know I got asthma, and little things like that trigger my asthma. So yeah, but anyway, I'm finishing up on these Frenchies right now. That was a big stressor for me, and we're just gonna play around with some art. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail and the description, today we are doing some pigment powder nails, some kind of cute summer nails. Because of the green undertone at the bottom of the nails, she went with green and yellow, and then afterwards she was like, man, I should have picked blue. but she likes green, so she's cool with it. But her next set, she already has her plans for that. I don't know if we're gonna keep the same shade and the same length, but these little shaky hands was doing its best to get these Frenchies as best as possible. So y'all, I did it, I made it through it. And I think her nails turned out pretty good in the end. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself from taking such a long hiatus and then coming back. So I think I did pretty good. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. And I hope and pray I can get back to y'all in a decent amount of time. But y'all, I'm trying. I'm slowly incorporating everything back into my life, making it as manageable as possible and not forgetting, you know, all the strides that I have made, so that way it doesn't become the focal point. Social media does not become the focal point of my life. So if this means anything to any one of you out there, you guys know I love God. I put God first in everything that I do. And sometimes he puts you in silence, in solitude for a reason. So if you're finding it hard, and trust me, I'm not a therapist and I'm not trying to therapize anybody, and I'm not trying to proselytize, if that's the word. I think that's what it is. If I said it wrong, you know, y'all forgive me. But I'm not trying to push religion on anyone or push God on anyone. But what I would say is, if you are finding it hard to focus, hard to balance, hard to just figure out you, then silence and solitude might be what you need. Because it was definitely what I needed, and I didn't know that I needed it as badly as I did. As we continue to go on this channel, I'm gonna be sharing more with you guys about my discovery of who I am as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, all because of that silence and being able to listen to God and listen to myself and just really self-reflect on the things I've done, my behaviors, my life, my triggers, my like repetitive things that I do, you know, that cause some of the choices and some of what has happened in my life. So I'll keep sharing with you guys. You know, I don't know if this is going to be beneficial to anybody, but it was beneficial to me, so I'm going to share with y'all. But self-reflection is super important, and the only way you can self-reflect is if you take time to be in silence with yourself and with God, so you can hear from God and you could really truly reflect on you to figure out who you are. It's super important. So if you're having struggles in your day-to-day life, in your relationship, or anything like that, silence and solitude may be what you need. And trust me, with silence and with solitude comes a big amount of peace. And when I tell y'all I am loving my peace, trust and believe, my peace is priceless. And what I'm not about to do is have anybody jeopardize it, okay? So y'all, it's art time. I put top coat, no wipe top coat on the nails because I'm gonna be using these pigment powders. And y'all, I was doing so good with these flames until I went and tried to thicken up them lines. You know how it is sometimes when you do something and it comes out perfect, but you're like, maybe it could be a little bit better, and then you go messing with it when you should have left well enough alone. Well, that was me here. And guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be trying to freehand some more flames in the future. This is my first attempt ever. I think it came out pretty good, but it could have been a whole lot better, and I should have just left it alone. Here's when I should have left it alone. Well, y'all can't see, going in trying to make these lines thicker and messed it up. Y'all see? See what I did? So don't worry. I'll be trying more flames again in the future, and hopefully I will get it right that time. So y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much do some pretty much random art on all of her nails Her thumb and her pinky are gonna be the same with these beautiful little stars. And then once I've cured that, I'm gonna pop it in a light. So the trick that I learned is to add this top coat to the nails, so that way, whenever you put your no wipe top coat on the nails, whenever you put your pigment powder on, you don't have to worry about anything sticking. Make sure it is a no wipe top coat, so that way when you get ready to put your pigment powder on and you dust it off, it wouldn't, it wouldn't be anywhere that you don't want it to be. You can go ahead and use regular top coat and then wipe the nails off with a tacky layer, but I don't got time for that. I'm gonna do what I did, which works super well for me. So going with the same theme of the green, we're gonna use some neon. I'm just gonna pretty much rub it in different places, and then I'm gonna go in with the yellow as well. Y'all, my girls are sitting here peeking at the door. I don't know what they're peeking at this door for. These children today, they have been on one, and I'm ready for them to go to bed. Go to bed. I don't know what she peeking trying to tell me, but I ain't got her kind of time, because like I said, my piece is priceless. And even with these children, my piece is priceless, okay? My piece is priceless. Do not forget that your piece is priceless. And do not forget, above all things, if you believe in God and you love God and you want to dedicate yourself to figuring out who you are by, getting some time to be silent, just pray about it. Because when you looking for that time, every distraction in the world is gonna come up. And it took God taking me out of this country to get away from the distractions, so that way I could hear from him and I could find out, some things about myself. And I am so grateful for that. I feel like I'm coming back to you guys a better, improved, more empowered me. And I love that. I love that for myself. I love that for this channel. Like I said in the past, I am not here to get big on YouTube. This is just what I love doing. And if I can share and encourage somebody, that's exactly what I'm gonna do on this channel. So now that it's all pigmented up, I'm just gonna dust it off, and you guys see how good this is coming off. I don't have no extra pigment anywhere where I don't want it to be. My favorite nails on this set are the zebra stripe nails. So I think I wanna do a set like that in the future. I already have an idea, and I already have some colors in mind, so y'all stay tuned for that. That might be the next set that's coming up. So now I'm really going in heavy on this no wipe top coat, because I kind of did something similar on my nails, you guys can see with the pigment powders, but I did not really coat it well with the top coat. And that thumb right there that I'm holding onto her finger with, it chipped, and now I'm looking crazy. So I'm going in really heavy with this top coat. As I'm looking at the nails, like my filing, my shaping, my application really needs some more practice and improvement, so I can kind of get back to where I left off. I was never perfect. I was learning just like everybody else on here, and just sharing my content with you guys. But I'm gonna clean these nails off, and then we're gonna get into the finished look. But I'm definitely gonna keep still practicing. This is what it looks like all at the end, all washed up with cuticle oil. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love y'all, I miss y'all so much, and I'll most definitely talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.